Hello everyone, it's James Lavelle here again, your friend, your mentor. This is the third video in the series in the School of Success. A quick recap on the second video, the power of numbers. Hopefully you guys have wrote your list. Like I said, that's the importance, the foundation of your business. If you wrote that list, there's a couple of exercises at the end as well where you can connect with lots of people in your network by maybe inviting them to watch our opportunity as well. Obviously on that training you learn about the different types of personalities as well. So just a recap on that, hopefully you guys have done that, and if you have, you're ready to conduct the next training, which is growing your customer base, which is pivotal. If you're going to have success in network marketing, you need to have a growing customer base. So let me share the screen. Okay, cool. So growing your customer base. And as I just said, customers are the foundation of your business. If you don't have a growing customer base, you don't have a business. And also early on, if some of you guys have got no experience in business, you come into network marketing, you get excited and you want to shout from the rooftops about your business, and other people might not view you as a business person yet. That can take time really to almost show them your credentials. But what you can do is share products, because people are looking for products every single day and you can showcase ours. So I would always say at the beginning, it's easy to get customers and it's easier than it is to get people into your business. Hopefully that makes sense. So what are we in? Well, this is not sales, this is recommendation business. We're the art of storytelling, and what you do is you get on these products and you share an experience. It's as simple as that. But you can't share an experience that you've never had, so that's really important. So when you get your little pack through, you get on the products, try some of the other different products, really get on them, feel that benefit, and share that experience with other people, because you can look people in the eye. That's the recommending business. Instead of sales, maybe sometimes people who are selling something they don't necessarily believe in, but they're selling it for money, and they're not coming from a place of recommendation. That's the difference with network marketing. This is the recommendation business. And as it says there, the art of recommendation, beyond the products, it's pivotal. You can't share an experience you've never had, because that's kind of lying, and that's no way to build a business. So I can share any of our products because I'm on all the products. I've tried all the products, so I can look people in the eye and just genuinely share my experience. I don't need to get involved in specifications and details. I just share an experience, and people buy that as well, because if you share a story and experience, they can place themselves in that story. And if you solve an outcome, or if you have a problem that's been solved, then if they've got a similar problem, then they will relate to that story. As it says there, another great example is 50 Shades of Grey. Remember when that was on at the cinema? All you ladies were everywhere talking about how amazing this film was, and not one person got paid from that film company for recommending that film. So there's two types of people in the world: those who recommend on social media and don't get paid, or those who recommend and do get paid. And you've now stepped into the bracket of recommending and being paid. People like to buy but hate to be sold to, and we're trying to, obviously the industry, you can probably see some other companies and maybe where people have not been trained, and it's not always their fault, but they just go on, they get a new business and they absolutely obliterate it everywhere. And they might even get some success for the first couple of posts, but after that, people switch off. So a Facebook status is a great start, but you won't become a six-figure earner off that alone. You have to gain some other skills. So we can teach you early on how to throw a Facebook status out or something on social media to get a bit of interest, but you have to keep evolving and developing. And no need to come across as an online salesman. Come from a place of excitement and recommendation. So some people are kind of like, hey, I've got these products, buy them now, discount price. That's sales. Whereas recommendation is, hey, look, I've just been trying these products. I've had the best night's sleep ever. I can't believe I've lost 10 pounds in 10 days, or whatever it is. That's recommendation. The first one is sales, and I hope you understand the difference. And don't, just because you've started your new business, just be doing product posts or business posts every single day. You have to mix it up with your everyday life stuff. So don't forget to live your life. Don't be a robot, a business or a product robot. You have to mix them kind of posts up. And questions are the answers. If you want to know what problems your network have got, then you have to kind of ask questions and find out who's struggling to sleep. Find out who's interested in skincare, who wants to lose weight, who's interested in pure water. And once you do that and get that little bit of research, then you can communicate with them people offline and maybe show them that you have something which will enable to solve that problem. So these are just a couple of example statuses, and some of you guys may be experienced watching this and you're okay with that stuff, but I totally understand that some of you may be new, never been in network marketing before. So I just want to give you a guideline, a bit of a framework. These are not exhaustive, and again, I don't want you to be a robot, just a little idea of what to think about. So I just found out is a great line because it's what have you just found out? People are always inquisitive when you've just found out something. A benefit, which is important because you're actually selling an outcome, not a product. So it's important you state the benefit equals a great little icebreaker. Let me give you an example. I've just found out how we can fall asleep within 2 minutes of our heads touching the pillow. Now, if someone's having a bad night's sleep, that is intriguing to them, right? I've just found out how we can look younger in just 90 seconds. That's what Jove does. People want to look younger. I've just found out how we can lose weight without needing to crash diet. Again, just certain examples. So when you start your business, if you don't really know what sort of status to write, something like that, which is intriguing and going to get people engaging with you, as opposed to, hey, I sell Jove, hey, I sell Slenderize. That's sales. This is kind of recommendation, and you're going to attract people, and then you can have conversations and show people the value of what we do. A few more as well. I just found out how to slow down the aging process. Again, Jove. I just found out how you can get energized without drinking sugar-filled energy drinks. That will connect with people who are after energy, right? We have a healthy alternative with Rejuvenex. I've just found out how I can reduce lactic acid by up to 20%, and that's at one of our essential oils, ice, as well. So you just basically got to learn a little bit about the products, find out what the benefits are, and then you can start to have conversations. And this is not just social media. You can have conversations with people. If you listen to a problem, identify some pain, and you can say, hey, look, I've just found out how, plus the benefit, how I can help you to sleep a little bit more, reduce that lactic acid, equals a great icebreaker. And it will create that interest that people want to know more. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to get straight into showing you how you can rank advance. So people might have shown you, the business opportunity meeting, or even you may have seen on my webinar these kind of positions, and I'm sure you guys are sat there saying, hey, I want to rank advance, I want to wear one of these badges, I want to earn more money. So I'm going to take you through some just basics. Now, I don't want you to get caught up on the points and things like that. Just understand the psychology. So you will be able to, if not already, you'll be eligible to upgrade. And that's a phenomenal opportunity because everyone starts this business with two lines, a power line and a pay line. The company's is the power, yours is the pay. Does that make sense? So, the company has to be paid, you have to be paid. What you can do after day 7, you can upgrade. So you can now come with 2 pay lines versus 1 power line. So you see, you'll be getting paid 2/3 and the company will be getting paid 1/3. Or you can have 4 lines, which is 3 pay lines and 1 power line. That means you're getting paid 3/4 and the company's getting paid 1/4. So you can increase your pay lines, which is huge. And that means week after week, month after month, year after year, you're going to get paid a lot more. So my advice to you, in the short time frame that the company have done this great deal that you can upgrade, then take that opportunity to increase your business, to increase your lines to either 3 lines or 4 lines. So if you want to hit senior supervisor, it's saying there, with 2 lines, you'll need so many points. With 3 lines, so many points. With 4 lines, so many points. Let me make it a little bit simpler. Like I said, I don't want you to get caught up on the points just yet, but let's just go to the 100 points customers. If you had 2 lines, you would need to promote to that position, you would need 13 customers in total. There's 7 in one line, 8 in the other line. That could be customers you get or customers your team members get. Does that make sense? So 13 100-point customers. However, if you had 4 lines, you would just need 9 customers in total. So you can see the more lines you get, the less volume required. Does that make sense? Or it's spread across those lines. So that's what it does. To upgrade, you can actually reduce your requirement for each position. Again, director is another position, certain points, 2, 3, or 4 lines. And I'm just showing you again with 100 points, if you get a 100-point customer, if you've got 2 lines, you'll need 33 customers to hit that position in total. So it can either come from you or your team members. So we've put 17 on each line there. That's 34 in total, right? And total customers, if you've got 4 lines, is 22. So actually, you get into the higher positions, you'll see the bigger gap as well. So it'd just be 6 customers spread between the 4 lines again. So you can see the benefit of going wider and having more pay lines. It pays you more and it's easier to rank advance in simple terms. Vice president, and this is where it's at, vice president is a great position in our company. I think the average vice president earns about 35k a year, and lots of people are achieving this part-time as well. 35k a year part-time, it's higher than the national average earnings. So you can get that, and we've got people who are doing this in 90 days, and it doesn't matter, it's not a race, but if you really get to work, if you duplicate, if you get some people into your business and get some customers, you can hit vice president in a couple of months. And how you would do that, again, as your team grows, if you're using 100 points as a benchmark, total customers, if you've got 2 lines, you'd need 67 between the 2 lines. But actually, if you have 4 lines, total customers is 45. So it's a huge reduction. Again, you can see the amount with 50-point customers. And some of you guys, again, are going to bring in team members who get more than 100-point customers. It might be a combination order or whatever it is. I'm just using this as a guide and just to emphasize that 4 lines pays more than 3, 3 pays more than 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so if you start your business, and remember, it's slow and steady, of course, you're going to bring some customers in, but we're building this brick by brick. So if you just get 2 customers per week, just 2, 100-point customers. Now, the idea with this business is not just to get a customer, but to keep a customer. And we'll talk about that later on. If you get 2 customers per week for 12 weeks, that's before anything else, before your team members, all the other things you can get paid on, and all the other ways you can generate volume. That will be 2,400 points. That's it. And we can just show you a little sum of what that will pay. So on 2 lines, that 2,400 points will be split. So 1,200 to the company, 1,200 to you, as you can see there, would equal £125 to you. Now, that 2,400 will be split over 3 lines. That will be 800 to the company and 800 on the other lines for you. Your pay lines, what you get paid on. So already the same volume, if you've got 3 lines, it actually pays you more. That same volume over 4 lines means it's 600 to the company and 600 over your other 3 lines. So in total, the same volume pays you £188. That's just an example how the same volume split over more legs pays you more. Hopefully that makes sense. And again, the real beauty of this business is not what you do, but it's what you teach other people to do. So the duplication. So if you do that, if you just get 12 customers and then you bring some people in and you teach them to get 12 customers, just 2 customers a week, nice and steady, building the business, get a customer, keep a customer, and you start to see how you're building this pot of money, this residual income. And the mind really starts to wander when you think, what about if they get their people to do the same and they get their people to do the same? And that's what network marketing is. It's lots of people doing a little. So hopefully you guys can see the bigger picture stuff now. If you build with 4 lines, if you teach others to build with 4 lines, and everyone just gets a few customers each, and that duplicates, it can go huge. You can accelerate your success as well. We just talked about just some customers, but what about any team members you get if they're on auto delivery? That volume counts. If anyone signs up to your business on a 199 pack, that's 200 points. That volume counts. If people upgrade, maybe an extra 300 points, that volume counts. If they upgrade to an elite, that's another 800 points. And the point I'm making is, apart from the customers, there's lots of other ways that points are going to be added to your totals. And remember, points on pay lines equal cash. So let's go into the customer cycle a little bit deeper. And this is, with all the stuff I'm going to talk about, just remember this, write this down, please. And this is going to help you to build a real strong business, whether it's online or it's face-to-face. You want to remember these 7 R's. You want to build rapport with people. People only do business with others they know, like, and trust. So if you don't really know anyone and you just go steaming in with your products or your business, you're unlikely to get any success. You need to build rapport with people, find some common ground, and people like them. So if you can do that and establish that rapport, will serve you well. And remember, people are not always going to buy straight away. So keep in rapport with people, have conversations, maintain that relationship. If that happens, you've got a good chance of retailing some products. So once you retail some products, that's the first step. Now, then you need to ensure that they're getting results. You don't just, sell a product and then wave someone along the way. If it's a weight loss product, your job is to get them results. Why? Because they'll stay on the product. If they get results, they'll share it with their network. If they get results, they may even want to join the business because they believe in the product that much. So, think when you share a product with someone, what result is it they're after? And you can mentor them, support them, and help them to get those results. When they do get them results, recognize them. People love that. Do a post about them on Facebook, send them a little card. I don't know. Just get creative with this stuff, but you have to recognize people when they do well, and your customers are no different. So remember that, recognize any success. And because you've gone through the first couple of steps, that's where the relationship is formed. Some of the guys have got customer groups, like little customer WhatsApp groups, and they're always communicating with these guys, seeing how they are. And it's more than just selling a product. You form a relationship, with these people. And once you do that, the next bit is the easy bit. People will join your business because, you got them results. They trust you. You recognize them. They feel good about doing business with you. You formed a relationship, and it just makes sense for them to start making money from a product they already love. If you follow that cycle, you will get huge results. And the final one is repeat. So each time you've identified someone, the beginning step is you build rapport, you retail a product. Once you do, you ensure you get them results, you recognize those results, you form the relationship, and then ultimately you recruit them to your business, and you continue to repeat that, building your business brick by brick. Okay, we have got so many phenomenal products, but some of the best ones are the demonstratable ones. Why? Because you don't just have to tell someone and say, hey, this works, you can show them. So for me, I take Rejuvenex with me everywhere. And if someone's, says that they're tired, or which most people do, right? They have this afternoon slump, or they say, hey, I've been up with the kids all day. I just say, hey, I used to struggle with that stuff. Take some Rejuvenex. And I pass someone 3 or 4 of these things. And what does that do? Rather than me trying to explain the power of this, they will take that Rejuvenex. They will experience it. It's the power of demonstration. So we've got some demonstratable products, which I'm going to talk about soon. So please, please, please get some of these products that are demonstratable and make sure that you take them everywhere with you, because there's people who have got problems that you can solve, and you can demonstrate how to solve them. So for example, you get 112 capsules in there. 3 capsules per sample, that'll be enough for your average person. Here is 3 capsules. If we say that's 37 samples-ish, probably just a bit less than £1 per sample. I wouldn't really charge anyone £1 for that. I'm just letting you know what sort of return you can get, even if you just got 50% return. So half the people who experience that energy boost, who need the energy because they let you know, if you just got 19 customers and they fall in love with the product, off that, just off handing out them little samples, that's 1,160 points for your business, and that's straight away. What about the people who stay on those products month after month, year after year? That is the power of demonstration. So if you're going to build your business now, make sure you get some of our demonstratable products and that you take them everywhere with you. Again, there's some of the ones, the water bottle's demonstratable. You can show the power of the water bottle, the filter, by squeezing. You maybe see some demos online. People put Coke or something like that in the water bottle, and they squeeze it, and it comes clear out the other end. It's not water, I wouldn't say that, but it comes clear. The filter is that powerful. It takes the color out of Coke and things like that. Or there's other demonstrations you can do. Have a little look online by typing Purity water bottle. Jove, 90 seconds. You can go up to someone who's got some wrinkles and say, hey, if they're complaining, they want to look younger, and most people do these days, right? That's the society we live in. You can just apply some Jove, and you can do half the face, and you can show them with a picture. Take a picture, and then they say, hey, how do I get the other half? Then you say, get your bank card out. Joking aside, you've got these powerful products, but you've got to go out there and you've got to communicate with people and have conversations. Jove is phenomenal. Please don't do a demonstration without watching the videos about Jove demonstration and understanding of how the product works, because you just don't want to put yourself in a situation where you can't answer a question. So if you're interested in Jove, watch a couple of the videos in the True You group, get an understanding, then learn how to do a demonstration, and I promise you that business will go crazy for you. We've got the oils. How many people do you know who struggle sleeping, or they've got kids who don't sleep and things like that? And we've got essential oils which do different things. The one I'm showing there is Calm, and I used to struggle sleeping because my brain switched on all the time, and I like sleep. I take Calm, and I'm like, it's like a Disney sleep. I literally get about 10 hours, and it's phenomenal. So many people struggle with that. You've got solutions to that. You can get lots of samples out of one bottle of Calm. Rejuvenex is the energy capsules, what I said there. And here's just some examples. I won't go into it all in detail, but I'm just showing you the cost, number of samples you could get. Even if you only got 50% return, then you can start to see how much of an increase that is, a return on investment. You have to put something in to get something out. That's his business, right? And all that, what I'm showing you there, all them points you can see, are just one off. You know, if someone says, hey, we're going to buy the product, but how many of these people, if you've solved that problem and it's been a problem they've been struggling with, are going to stay on the product? So it's crazy, right? As you can see at the bottom, this is without auto delivery. So it's really important that you get out there, you use a demonstrable products, you show people the power of these products instead of telling them. And if you do that, you're going to get customers. And that's what this business is about, the power of results and testimonials. These are guys in our business already, and you see how they've used our products to get in shape or whatever it is. I could have used hundreds of pictures, and that's how they grow the business. They get on the products, they get a result, and they share it with their network. Again, before and after. I mean, look at that there, Jove. Phenomenal, because people don't know Ting Tong from Japan or whatever. There's all this sort of stuff on social media where it demonstrates our products from different networks from different countries. But they don't know them guys, they know you. So you have to show them these products because they trust you, you have the relationship with them. And when you do, they see it working on you, it'll give them the confidence that it can work for them. So look, for clues, it's all around. You know, people say, hey, you know, all of a sudden I was interested in buying a red Audi and I see red Audis everywhere. It's because you're more aware, and what you've got to do with your network and people you're chatting to, look for clues. You know, people talking about Botox, are they talking about looking younger? Are they interested in skincare, Jove? Are people struggling with sleep, as you can see there, calm? People talking about water, are they interested? Do they drink filtered water, bottled water? Purity, people drinking these energy drinks. You can ask all these questions. Who drinks energy drinks? And then when you connect with them, you can show them that there's a healthier alternative. You know, they don't just they're basically because they want to get energy. They don't have to compromise their health. You know, you can start to pose these questions. People on the scales who want to lose weight, feel great. All these sorts of things. Just open your mind and open your ears, and you'll start to hear a lot more of this stuff. Okay, I want to take you into this pricing structure now. So your upline should have took you through this, but I just want to kind of just reaffirm what this means. So as you see your ARIX price list that we have in your back office, you'll see the volume. So you see that column on the left, everything has got a points total. So when we talked about points before, every product has got a points total. You add them up, and of course, that's what you get paid on your pay lines at the end of the week. So then you'll see retail, which is the full amount. So you always retail products at the full amount. If it's the one-off, someone wants a product, you retail it at the full amount. You have to keep your posture because if you don't give yourself any leverage, any place to negotiate further on. Then if someone wants to come in and they want auto delivery or they want the 2X membership, customer 2X membership, you can offer them 15% off if they have one or the other. If they have both, you can offer them 30% off in total. And that's where the magic is. So if someone wants a one-off product, I'll sell them a one-off product, I'll retail them at the full price. Then I can say, hey, instead of paying the full price, I can actually get you a deal. If I put you on auto delivery, that means the product's just shipped directly to you. You don't have to worry about anything. You can change the products. You can cancel the products at any time, so you're not tied in. I can actually get you 30% off. How many people are going to bite your hand off for that? So that's what that system's for. If they want it a one-off product, you retail it at full price. If they want to go on auto delivery and 2X membership, you can get them 30% off. And this is the power of auto deliveries. This is, you know, the third video you guys have watched, and I want to create good habits for you. I want you to build your business the right way because so many people have come in and they've maybe sent out mixed messages to the network, and that's not going to help you. So second money is always easier to collect than first money. Someone has decided to do business with you with a product, so that once they're on the products, it's easier just to keep them on the products on auto delivery because you can offer them a huge discount for that 30% off. So they just stay on the products and you get paid month after month, year after year. Single customers equal a leaky bucket. Because what some people are doing is that they're offering the 30% off to people, but it's a one-off order. And what happens is every single month people are working furiously to get more customers, but as they're putting them in, they're leaking out the bucket. So the person who takes the time and follows the system properly, they're actually may not be getting as many customers at first, but they're building it brick by brick, and they're bringing customers in, and there's no holes in the bucket. But those who are doing single customers and offering them the 30% off, but with retail, they're basically having to replace these customers every single month, and very soon they find out that that's detrimental to their business. So get people on auto delivery. 5 things to remember. If you don't retail at full price, you're committing business suicide. You have no leverage. That's what I said. At the end of the day, your thing is, I can get it you at this price if it's one-off, but if you want 30% off these are the conditions. Nice and simple. Would you like a free bottle of Moa with your Slender Eyes? So again, the Slender Eyes is the full price. You can give them the 30% off, but because of that discount with the 30% off, you can add a bottle of Moa to that. And say, hey, I can show you how to get a bottle of Moa with your Slender Eyes as well. So a little bit of leverage again. So you can actually add products in because of the 30% discount on the Slender Eyes, and the Moa can be the difference. Hopefully that makes sense. Simplicity always wins. Don't give people too many options. You literally just say, hey, here's the full price. I can get you 30% off. Simple as that. Teach customers the value of auto delivery. You know, for them, it's value. It's like ownership. Hey, you'll get your own kind of little login. If you want to cancel, you can do. If you want to change your products, you can do, because we've got so many phenomenal products. So it's actually the benefit for them, and they just have to see that. And like I said, just to summarize that, build and teach auto delivery, and you'll soon be lapping those who don't. Okay, so as you start in this business, you'll be contacting loads of people, you'll be getting excited, and then people will go quiet and you'll take it personal. You think, why are they messing me about? Well, they're not, because, you know, if you go into the city centre, anywhere, so many people walk past the shop, look in the window, so many people walk around, they pick up stuff and they go out, and only a few people buy. And that's kind of like this business. It's fine. People are interested. They're having a look round. If they don't buy it, it's not a slight on you, or it's not a slight on the product. So what you've got to do is write and maintain, remember the list we talked about. When people are interested, you put that down, because it might not be right now, but it'll be right in the future. So remember, most people buy after a certain amount of contacts. So if you've had people interested and gone quiet, you can go back to them. This is how to revive a customer lead. It's called CPR. You contact them again and you catch up. You don't contact them and mention the product, you just catch up. Hey Susie, how's it going? How's the kids? Now what you're going to do with that is you're just having a catch up for the sake of catching up. What actually might happen is that she might remember, now that you've caught up with her about the products, hey, the kids are all right. Oh, listen, I meant to get back in touch with regards to the product. And you say, oh, cool, you know, do you still have that problem? If it doesn't come up, you can just let the conversation flow for a while, and then you can move on to number two. Anyway, do you still have the problem? You wouldn't say it like that, but you may say something like, hey, you're still looking to lose 10 pounds. You know, you're still interested in having more energy on a daily basis, or whatever it is. So you contact, a bit of small talk, a bit of rapport building. You bring up the problem that they mentioned before, and then you recommend. Because if you have, you know, as I mentioned before, you know, I've got, you know, the Slender Eyes, which is the most advanced weight management system in the market. Or you can add to that, I've just found out how you can get 30% off the Slender Eyes, because you might not have mentioned that before. So that's a great one, if you have just found out how you can get 30% off, or whatever it is. So to revive a customer lead, remember, it could have been a great offer you made before, but bad timing. We don't know what's going on in their life. CPR. Nice and easy. Just as you're going around your business as well, another great one to remember is never leave empty-handed. You're having conversations with people, you know, you're asking lots of questions, and no, you try to establish maybe if they're interested in the business. I'm going to teach you that in the next video, and if they are, you get them on the webinar, and we go through that system. If not, then say, hey, you know, the business might not be for you, but the products might be. You know, so the business might not be for them, but don't walk away from that. You know, that conversation. Say, hey, look, you know, you mentioned that, you know, the business is not right for you now, but you also said about wanting to lose a bit of weight. You also said about how you was interested in these products. Why don't we order you some so that you can try them, so that if you change your mind in the future, you've already got a product experience. And if that's a no, referrals. You know, I always say this. Lacey May, my daughter, she works on repetition. She constantly asks, Daddy, can I have ice cream? Daddy, can I have ice cream? Now, she doesn't get ice cream all the time, but sometimes when she's had a tea in the evening, if she's been good, she'll get an ice cream. Now, I wouldn't think to give her that, but I give her that because she asked. And I always remember this: shy kids don't get toffees. You can learn from our kids, right? So you got to ask people. You know, you don't ask, you don't get. So if they're not interested in the business or the product, say, hey, cool, thanks for your time. Look, do you know anyone else who might be interested? Do you know any PTs? Do you know anyone in the skincare industry? Whatever it is, and they might give you a name. And if they do, you can contact that person. And it's more powerful. Instead of contacting someone cold, you go and contact them and say, hey, Susie, you know, I've been chatting to Dave. You know, he highly recommends you. And he said, you know, you might be interested in something that I have. So referrals is a huge, huge part of this business, and start to create them good habits. Mirror and matching. You know, if it's important to people, customers, it should be important to you. Remember what I said before, people like people, like them. And don't get into arguments with potential customers. People might say stuff, and you can get like, people get like a little bit angry and say, oh, it's not like that. You know, if you've heard this or whatever it is, I don't agree. And you don't really want to do that. The magic words are, look, I agree, I understand, and then you can articulate your point in a different way. Don't get into kind of confrontation or debate with potential customers or distributors, because it's not going to serve your business. Just almost let them know that you value their opinion. Hey, listen, I totally agree. Maybe a different way you want to look at it is like this, or I thought like that, but until someone showed me this. So mirror and matching. People like them. The power of upselling, the greatest upsell in the world ever. Imagine McDonald's had never taught this to their staff. How much more money have they made since teaching the power of the upsell? Simply, I don't go to a McDonald's drive-through, not guilty, but other people might. And you drive up to that drive-through, you'll order something, you say, hey, you want a burger? You say, would you like fries with that? Every single time, the power of upsell, because they ask, and if you ask, you get. It's as simple as that. Another example, you ladies going out shopping, or even you guys, you get some new shoes and you're excited, you're kind of in the buying mode, and he says, hey, we've got a great belt and wallet combo that'd go perfect with that. Do you want me to grab it for you? And you're just kind of like, yeah, I'll have a look at it. So again, they know that when you're buying, that you're in a certain mentality, a buying mode, if you like, to say, hey, I've got something that will go with that. Would you like me to grab it? So you can do that. Someone's talking about weight loss, remember questions are the answers you've been asking your potential customers. They say, yeah, I'm feeling a couple of pounds overweight, I'm lack of energy, this, that, and the other. So you're now, about to put the order through and say, hey, cool, I'm excited to get you your new Slender Eyes drops. But you mentioned about a lack of energy as well. Would you like me to add a tub of Rejuvenix energy capsules to help you out with that? You're going to be surprised how some people go, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'll have some of them, or whatever it is. If you've identified various problems, you can get to that point and say, hey, would you like me to grab this with, you mentioned about, obviously putting on weight, you're not sleeping great. Would you like me to grab some calm oil for you as well? So you have to understand that the buyer's mindset when buying is open. If you don't ask the question, the answer will always be no. Do this from the beginning. Create these disciplines. The power of upselling is going to be huge for your business if you do it right. So here's a Slender Eyes example. So we're just going to use this. You have to stack the value. So people only get involved in, price and concern when they don't see the value. You stack that much value, price never becomes an issue. Price is only an issue when people don't understand the value. So stack the value. For me, for Slender Eyes, I would say, hey, we've got the most advanced, we've got high-end. High-end conjures up the image. It's the best. And it is. We've got basically the most advanced weight loss management system on the market. It comes with a proven plan wrote by a top nutritionist. We've got this, we've got them groups, we've got a PT plan we can give you. And you stack this value and people are like, wow. And you're always talking a daily rate. And you could say something like, look, and can get you all that for £3 a day, because they can relate to stuff which costs £3 a day, maybe a coffee or a sandwich from work. And then you can say, I can actually show you how you can get it for free. Now, hear me out. If you never use the Slender Eye system, it is phenomenal. And one of the bottles there actually suppresses the appetite. What that means is they're going to eat less. So they're going to eat less during the day. They're going to spend less money. Probably more than £3 they're going to save. So you can show them, actually, by being on this product, you're going to spend less money at lunchtime or wherever it is. So you're going to save money whilst being on a phenomenal product. You see that psychology? So you've got to show people the value of it. What's the outcome for the customer? Whether it's oils, whether it's energy capsules, whether it's weight loss, whether it's pure water, they don't really care as much about the specifications of the products. They care about the result. What problem have they come to with you? That's what you focus on. You're the person who gets the result. Always go back to the result. And you have to move them closer to pleasure or pain. People are indecisive. They don't like to make decisions. So your thing is, hey, look, it's okay. It's okay to stay where you are. You've told me that you're 20 pounds overweight and unhappy. It's okay, but what would it feel like, to be 20 pounds light? What would it feel like to go to the wedding and fit in that dress and feel great on the day? You have to move them. You have to get them thinking about what the pleasure feels like, or even back to pain. What does it feel like if you go to the beach and you're still 20 pounds overweight and you're still not happy? So you have to move people. Remember that in your conversations. Use before and after pictures to validate you. So they want to know it's possible for them. So you say, hey, I'm that person. You say, if you're having messages on Facebook and having conversations, ensure that you follow up messages. Hey, look, here are some of the results of people in our client group as well. And people will look at people and relate to them and say, wow, if it happened for them, it can happen for me. So use that. And remind people that not making a decision is actually making a decision. So people get I want to think about it. You can't be pushy at this point. You just say, hey, look, it's no worries. It's okay to stay as you are, because that's not making a decision. Or it's okay to, drop 20 pounds and feel amazing for that wedding day. So it's okay to stay as you are, which is they're not making a decision. Or it's okay to improve in the areas you want to improve. Just think about that psychology, and you can apply that to any products, and that will really work well for you. As you can see at the bottom, it's okay to stay as you are, but it's also okay to help get started today and be healthy, happier, and 20 pounds lighter in 28 days. Hopefully you got value from that, the Slenderize example. Contrasting another one, people with price, again, you can, before you even move it further along and it's getting to that bit at the end, and maybe if you feel awkward about that, you can do contrasting. This is a great way to alleviate the price objection. So if I could offer you the most advanced skincare system on the market today that doesn't involve the use of needles, contains no toxins, makes you look years younger in 90 seconds, and when used continuously for 28 days, is scientifically proven to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by 63%. What is a reasonable price for a groundbreaking skincare system like that? Now, here's what you do. So it's almost like a questionnaire. So you go highest, it's always important, £600, lowest, £6, and then the price in the middle, which is the price you're going to sell the products at, £60, the price you want them to say. So highest, lowest, and the price you want them to say. And the customer, 9 times out of 10, will actually go, yeah, £60 is reasonable. And all you do is go, whether it's online or face-to-face, go, yeah, I agree. What you've done now is they give you the answer. They've said, hey, this is a reasonable price, and you say you agree. If you've done that, you're now not going to get a price objection when you move to the end. And I'm telling you now, the way you've just described it, if you use that, people might actually say £600 because, you've conjured up the most advanced skincare system, no toxins, no needles, scientifically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles by 63%. They'll be thinking of some sort of procedure. They may say £600 and go, yeah, you can still say, yeah, I agree. But fortunately for you, I can get you this for £60. So remember contrasting as well. Before you even get further on towards the price at the end, you can, during discussion, you can stack the value of it, and you can ask them, what do you think is a reasonable price? And then do it like that, highest, lowest, and the price you want them to say. Okay, quality versus price. And I put these two here because, you ladies know that there's a different level. They both have the same function. They're a bag, you can carry stuff, but one is a Louis Vuitton and one is from Matalan. They're totally different in quality, and people will pay for quality. That's what you have to understand. So our products are sourced from the finest raw ingredients in the world. And our products, Diana Lacton, ensures that they're high-end, every single product. We don't step into a market unless we believe we've delivered the best water bottle, the best air purifier, the best oils, whatever it is. So don't get it sucked into price. We are the quality. We are the standard. So the price objection, cheap prices attract cheap skates. So when people say to you, this weight loss thing over here, can get it for cheaper, that's great because there's a reason for that. That's pound shop stuff. This is Louis Vuitton stuff. You have to understand that, and you have to make sure that people see that from the beginning. A way you can do that is most people understand you get what you pay for. So if I'm talking about our products, I say, hey, look, I'm dealing with a high-end skincare range. I'm dealing with a high-end air purifier or the most advanced water filtration system on the market. That's high end. This is quality. This is not price. If the conversation is stuck on price, you've actually failed to articulate the value. Remember, you're selling an outcome, not the product. So you're selling clean air. You're selling, looking trimmer. You're selling good skin. You're selling energy. Just remember that when you're talking to people. Selling a solution means you're selling something that they need. And when you've got something people need, they will pay for it. Another great example. If you were selling a red sports car to a 50-year-old guy, what would you focus on? The engine size, the wheels? No. Or would you say to the guy, here's what I would say to the guy, hey, listen, I know why that 50-year-old guy's buying that. He's having a midlife crisis, right? So I wouldn't go into all that with him and say, hey, look, I'll be honest with you. You know about the engine size, the wheels, but chicks love this car. That's what he wants. That's the outcome he wants, right? So you just think about that. Using that as an analogy, if there's any 50-year-old guys watching this now, they'll probably be nodding their head. I'm selling what's the outcome he wants with that car. He wants it to be a head turner. He wants to to attract the opposite sex, right? So I ain't going to talk about the wheels, and I ain't going to talk about the, you know, the gear stick and the engine size. I want to say, hey, you know, this is what people think about people in red cars. That's the outcome he wants. Stack the value and the price becomes irrelevant. And use stories. Another one, what people say to me, they say, hey, yeah, but I can get this cheaper over there. And I always remember when I bought a cheap Hoover, and I ended up actually replacing it 3 times. And then I bought a Dyson. I've never had to replace it, and it's better on every single level. So you can give some examples about cheap versus quality to make people understand that you get what you pay for. Okay, the law of reciprocation. So this takes time, this stuff. Remember, you're building a business here. You're not going to get instant results straight away all the time. So please relax. And you have to almost build this credibility. Network marketing is an industry. When you step into an industry, you have to build your level of authority, if you like. And the law of reciprocation is so powerful, but only if you give without the expectation of getting in return. So reciprocation, think about this now. If someone goes to the bar and buys you a drink, you feel compelled, well, in most cases, to buy them one back, because we don't like owing people. This is like the psychology on this reciprocation. If people do something for us, we feel like we owe them a little bit. So you can give free value to your network without coming from a place of sales all the time. It's like, look, who wants a free meal plan? You know, who wants a PDF on the 5 ways to lose belly fat? You can get all this stuff free online. It takes 2 minutes to Google it. Who wants some recipes? You know, who wants to know? You maybe have a PDF on network marketing, you know, which helps you make a decision to join this business. Who wants a free PDF on a book that changed my life? You know, whatever it is, give value to people, and they'll always appreciate that. When you stack the value, people eventually say, hey, if I get this much value off this person for free, what sort of value will I get when I part with my money? So the law of reciprocation is very powerful. Network on purpose. So what lots of guys are doing in our group, they're having great success, having coffee mornings, mum and baby exercise group. One of our ladies is doing great with that. The gym. You know, whatever it is, just get out there and have conversations. You don't have to put yourself under pressure and think that you're going to go with this script. Just have lots of conversations, be a master of rapport, build relationships, and these things will crop up. And then when you have this relationship and you built rapport with people, you know, they want to do business with you. They want to spend more time with you if you're a person who brings positive energy in you and you're fun to be around as well. So network on purpose. Know your market. You've got this. You can screenshot this maybe. Some of our guys, when they first get started, they put this out there and they just say to the network, look, I've just started a new business. Can people help me out with a bit of a survey? Choose your top 3. And what is happening now is they'll let you know. They say, hey, I'm interested in weight loss, looking younger, and additional income. So what does that mean now if someone says that? That you can take that off social media and maybe have a conversation with these guys. Hey, you said you're interested in weight loss, and then start to build it from there. And then when the time's right, you can mention about the products. You said you're looking for an additional income. Again, you now know what people want. And when you know what people want, you can offer a solution. So again, another top tip you can use. Action. Okay, this is really important. And the people do this have huge success. So you might have to step out your comfort zone within the first 14 days. So you've got this video within the first few days. Have an in-home meeting. So you'll be like that now with a bit of panic or setting, you know, what do we do? Go directly to your sponsor. We've also created a video which shows you how to do an in-home meeting and speak to anyone in the group, sidelines, uplines, downlines, whatever it is, and say, hey, look, I want to do an in-home meeting. If we do an in-home meeting, then you can invite your closest people. And if you're inviting your closest people, use a bit of scarcity. So you just say, look, it's not important to me that you buy from me or even join my business, but just come and support me. I'm having a little evening at home or a local coffee shop if you haven't got the space at home, and you just have a gathering of your close people and you show some of the products and maybe show the business, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Maybe demonstrating things like Jove or whatever. But you can even call it a wine and a catch up. But please, you have to trust my judgment on this. If you do this in the first 14 days, you are going to get results. So write it down now and plan your in-home meeting. Invite your closest people to have a look at maybe our products and our business. Okay, so confirmation of learning with this one. I know this video was quite long, but hopefully you got value from it. I didn't want to skimp on any of the value because you guys deserve to know what works and to also understand the psychology behind all this stuff. You see the cat in the background. She always does it. Never jumps on here when I film a video. She decides to jump on and play up a little bit. Okay, the confirmation of learning, the power of stories and recommendation. We ain't sales, we're in the recommending business. You can only recommend something that you have an experience with. Look for clues. People will give you clues all the time, whether it's on social media or in person. auto delivery customers. Second money is easier than first money. Get people signed up, and you want to create beach money. You need lots of customers who just basically products shipped to them every single month, and that's when your income can grow. The power of demonstration. Think about these products: Rejuvenex, Jove, water bottles, all the oils. You cannot just tell people how great these products are. You can demonstrate to them. That's way more powerful. Quality versus price. Hey, cheapskates, that's the pound shop stuff. The reality of it is you get what you pay for. When you start to really get your head into our products and understand the time, effort, and quality that is in these products, you'll know which side we're on. We're Louis Vuitton, we're a Ferrari, we're high-end products. And high-end products, they don't get involved in price battles. In-home meeting, there's the action in brackets. Very important when we're doing these trainings. Whenever I tell you to take action, that you do that, because remember, this is the theory. You get paid for done. You get paid for the action. And I want you guys to get paid and grow a big business. So in summary, a customer isn't going to come knocking on your door. It takes time to build a customer base, but start creating these good habits and just build your customer base brick by brick. And remember, if you don't ever ask the question, the answer will always be no. Okay, so let me stop share. Hopefully you got value from that again. I enjoy sharing this stuff with you. And remember, this stuff works. It's not always instant. I'm giving you a lot of the psychology. I'm giving you some wealth building skills. And the more you apply it, the better results you're going to get. So congratulations on watching your third video. The next video is very exciting. It's actually going to be how to prospect and how to get people to join your business, how to deal with objections, because when you're new in the industry, you're kind of like, oh, I don't really know what to say, and how to just get some serious results by building a business. So again, hopefully you got value. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and I'll chat to you soon.